Well, today, guys, was Judgment Day. Will communists actually get their way? Or would Donald Trump end up winning? And today was a big day for Donald Trump. He got a huge win, man. The communist, Leticia James, she took a big time L. Now, I want to direct a message towards the people in New York, namely New York City. Stop voting Democrat. Stop voting for communists, man. Why in the world would people in New York elect people like AOC? Why? Why would you actually elect someone like Leticia James? She ran on just getting Trump without any evidence, man. In my opinion, man, Leticia James should actually be charged with crimes for violating Donald Trump's constitutional rights. And a communist judge, Judge Arthur Engeron, whatever his name is, yeah, that man should not be on the bench. It wasn't even a trial. I mean, he had already said that Trump had already committed fraud. And really the quote unquote trial was really just a hearing to decide damages. He decided that from the bench right from the get-go. The fix was already in. And we have seen, man, communists and ever-Trumpers, man, they have been taking a whole bunch of L's, man, because they're trying to get Trump tied up in court so he can't win the presidency. But all that, folks, is just backfiring because Donald Trump is leading in the polls, leading in just about all of the swing states. And Leticia James took a massive, massive blow today. So we know that they wanted Trump to post, I believe, something like $454 million in cash on a bond, which is impossible. Those things don't even exist. Now, Kevin O'Leary has actually been on different networks talking about how this is outrageous, man. Trump did nothing wrong. This is the way real estate actually works. I mean, what Judge Arthur Engeron did was an attack on capitalism, man. These people, man, these left-wingers, man, do not like capitalism. They don't want you to own anything. It's pretty sad, guys. But a huge win here because the appeals court, from what I actually understand, is made up of primary liberals. It's one of the most liberal courts out there. Said, Leticia James, what you did was outrageous. And now they have greatly decreased his bond, even though I believe the bond should actually be zero because Trump didn't do anything wrong. They now dropped it to $175 million. And Trump says, yeah, I'm going to post this bond now. A massive blow because Leticia James wanted to seize Trump's properties. That is the stuff they do in communist states and countries like Venezuela, China, those kind of places. So let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. We appreciate the support. So here we go, guys. Right here on Breitbart, Donald Trump, it will be my honor to post $175 million bond. Now, he has actually 10 days to post this. And I believe he already has the cash, or he'll be able to get this here pretty easily here. Now, the reason why he couldn't get the $454 million bond, those things don't exist. And Trump is in real estate. And real estate is not very liquid. You can't just sell that stuff immediately for cash. You can't do it. But, you know, the Marxists and the dumb people out there believe, oh, Trump says he's a billionaire. He should actually have the money. No, you don't understand how that works, man. I mean, do you guys believe that Elon Musk, I believe Elon Musk is worth something like, what, $300 billion? Do you guys actually think Elon Musk has that in cash? I don't even know if Elon Musk has $500 million in cash. I don't know. I highly doubt it. Maybe he does. But why in the world would you actually have you know, that kind of money in cash. $300 billion. That does nothing. I mean, it won't grow over the long term. That's why you invest in like real estate in the case of Donald Trump. It says here, former President Donald Trump vowed to post an adjusted bond amount of $175 million within 10 days, according to a court ruling on Monday, while decrying the court cases against him as election interference, because that's what it is. The new bond amount of $175 million is far less than the nearly half Judge Arthur Engeron's order required Trump to post. The 5-panel New York appeals court ruled Trump could post a bond in the amount of $175 million to cover the judgment. The court also delayed enforcement of the $464 million judgment by 10 days. The order also means Trump can still operate a business in New York and obtain loans from New York financial institutions, CNN reported. Yeah, this whole thing is backfired, man. Backfired. Leticia James, I believe, truly wanted to seize his property like the communist that she is. Trump, appearing in New York for a separate court case, told reporters that he would comply with Monday's ruling. And I believe on appeal, man, this whole thing is going to get overturned. It has to get overturned, because if this actually stands, man, they're going to go after pretty much any business in New York. No one should be doing business in New York. But this is what Donald Trump said, quote, "I greatly respect the decision of the Appellate Division, and I'll post either $175 million in cash or a bond for security, whatever is necessary, very quickly within the 10 days, Trump said. And I thank the Appellate Division for acting quickly, but Judge Engeron is a disgrace to this country, and this should not be allowed to happen. Absolutely. It will be my honor to post the bond." Yeah. So it's a bad, bad day, man, for the communists. A bad day. This is all about election interference, man. I mean, think of this. The government, man, actually, the Constitution is actually supposed to protect us from the government. The government should actually be fearing us. But it's the other way around. With stuff like this, people will end up fearing the government. Along the way, guys, the government has gotten way too powerful, way too big. I believe in small, extremely small government. I don't trust the government, man. It's, especially this government here. I mean, thank God I actually live in Texas. We still got our own problems. I can't imagine living in New York, man. Especially being a billionaire in New York. If I was a billionaire in New York, oh no, I'm getting out of there immediately. I'm leaving and never coming back. I mean, the communists out there in New York and in California, these people are out of their minds. Crazy. And I believe there's actually an update here. So Trump is actually going to be posting cash. So I don't believe he's actually going to get a bond, because we already know he has $175 million in cash. I believe Trump actually said before this he had like $400 million. And I believe he actually has $500 million or something like that in cash now. Yeah. This woman right here is evil. This woman is pure evil. Now, New York, will you actually do something about her and remove her from office? Will New Yorkers actually vote a different way? Now, it seems like in the polls, man, Joe Biden is still up, but he's lost a great deal of support in New York State. But still, my question is, why are you people in New York still voting Democrat? And I'm mainly talking about New York City, because once you get outside of New York City, it's pretty much red. Why in the world are New Yorkers continuing to vote for Democrats when they're already complaining about the illegal aliens out there in the streets? That's courtesy of Democrats. They're trying to attack businesses. That's Democrats. Why in the world would you actually vote for this, man? Why? Doesn't make any sense. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.